Step back, homeboy. Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over.
What's up, everybody? This is Starsh here with our co-host, Miss Frankie Fingers, Miss Warrior Princess.
The goddess.
If you guys want to see a video she just did for everybody that was praying for her, go to Facebook Starsh here. She's singing her little ass off. She actually got an opportunity. Clay wants to do a whole album for her so she can sing her whole own album.
Nice. Word. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's going to do the beats and all that for her. So that's going to be dope because that's her dream to be a singer.
Of course.
So any of our artists that have been on my show, hit me up. She wants to do a little collaboration there.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be real cute.
We have Mr. Alfie in the house.
Aye.
He's sexting right now. I don't know who.
Yeah,
he is.
totally sexting.
Totally.
Who are you sexting?
Frankie. No, I'm kidding.
I believe it.
My phone is not even in my hands.
Where are they? What is in your hands?
On vibrate between our legs.
My hands. She goes, text me all you want. I'm going to put it right there.
Yeah.
He texted me. So for Halloween today, well, we're going to Halloween parties after this, but
we don't know exactly where we're going.
Oh, you don't know yet?
We're between Ybor and
I think you should totally join us and turn up.
It's like, do I want to be an adult?
I got to see.
Or do I want to be
a child? And
since I'm only 21.
Okay, sir.
Bullshit.
Since I'm only...
Bullshit.
You're right. I'm 20 years old.
She's a liar.
I am 20 years old. I am not yet 21 years old.
In my 25 years of life, I can say...
You're
a liar.
Wow!
Well played.
The only thing I need to know is whether I need to show up at the Orion County Jail or the Pinellas County lockup.
Depending on where they go.
It depends. It depends. I am, however, going to need to tattoo your number on my arm because I
What else do you want to tattoo?
My lucky number is 7.
Him? Oh, okay. So just that.
My lucky number is
7
69.
Star 7?
Yeah.
That's your lucky number?
Oh, brother.
I like 96 because it's backwards.
Is that the reverse cowboy, but in a different way?
Cowboy. It's supposed to be
That's
cowboy.
like, I don't want to get up, so you do the job.
Crap.
I'm
you
scared.
do the work.
Wow.
Shout out to
That's
Mr.
fucking
Richard
lazy.
Myers with the Richard Myers firm, the Myers firm.
Myers
PA.
PA.
MOWP.
PA.
Shout out
Yes,
to Gino Lexus.
Hi, Gino.
Gee, Alexis, are you listening?
Old boy came by last night, and we did an episode, the debut episode of Battle Shots.
Oh, how was that?
It was fantastic, y'all.
Yeah?
Check it out on the Facebook Live. My interview skills are above and beyond everybody else's.
Whoa, relax
Shots
yourself.
I'm
Fired.
just saying.
Wow.
Why don't
Tune
you
in.
do a little interview on me
Okay,
right
When-
now?
when is
let's
it?
do it right now.
Okay, he's going to interview me.
This is the first question that I ask everybody.
Okay.
And this is dope. This is why my show's so dope.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Better be
Star.
good, man.
Okay, Star.
Yeah.
What is the first memory that you can remember in your whole life?
The first memory that I can
Yeah.
remember my whole life.
Exactly. Who asked that?
Think about
Nobody.
it.
Who asked
Nobody.
You want to
Nobody.
know?
that? Thank you.
That's
You
true.
wanna know?
Then are we answering the question?
Yeah, well,
Are you
she'll go
answering?
first, and then you.
Okay, go.
My first memory that I ever encountered in my life. Like the first one that comes up.
First thing you remember.
First thing that you can recall ever, like your first
Ever.
memory. Yeah.
From when I was younger?
No, when you're alive.
No, from yesterday.
When you
your
were
first memory
born.
from yesterday.
Your first memory. What's the go
Of
all the
all
way
time.
back? What's the first
Like-
thing you remember?
Try to
Okay.
remember. Okay.
This is the only thing I really remember about
Like
my
way
childhood.
back in the first.
I used to go outside. Like I used to live like in kind of like in the projects, and I used to go outside and like there was buildings all over, but like in the middle was like a big parking lot, and then there was like dumpsters and stuff. And I would go out there, and there was like a staircase, and I would just stare at the like anything, and then I could see like glitter in the air.
There you go.
Nah, you're not allowed to touch my phone.
What about you, Frankie?
Hi.
What about you?
Co-host.
Okay.
Seeing it's going to be your birthday tonight, what's the
Yeah,
What's the,
my
Since you're only
birthday's
21
tonight.
fucking years
I
old,
only have to go back 21 years
Yeah.
to think about this.
Right. Not that long.
I had to go 25 years, bitch.
Yeah, I know that's a lot longer
Way
than
longer.
21 for sure. All right, keeping in the spirit of my birthday because I don't remember much. I remember my dad, my biological father, buying me a bunch of toys for my birthday, but telling me I couldn't have them because my mom didn't want him to buy me anything. So he would tell me I could only play with the toys at his house. And I remember very specifically, I took home one toy. He told me I could take home one toy, and it was a globe. And it wasn't even a toy, okay? A fucking
It was just a globe.
A globe. And I remember that globe.
Yeah. Because your dad gave it to you.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
My first memory was me carrying a bowl of Rice Krispies into the living room.
Lit.
Oh, Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
How old do you think
I
you
don't
were?
know how old I was. We were living in our first house, the one that burned down.
Jackson Street.
Yeah, Jackson Street. And my mom took a picture of that too, so she's
So you have a picture. You know what I always what always confused me about memories and photos, because I have a lot of like vivid dreams about my childhood. I grew up in Chile, if anybody cares.
Chile.
Chilena.
You don't even know.
You don't even know when you're from there.
I was born in Chile.
Chile.
Okay. I came here when I was 6. And
Do you remember anything from Chile?
I do. I remember
How
a
long
few
ago
things
was
from
that?
Chile. It was approximately
20
no, it was
Like 16.
what if I
15
was
years
if
ago?
I'm 20
if
about
you're
to be
20.
if I'm 20, so that would have been 14 years ago.
All right.
14 years
She knows
ago,
math, people.
Yes, I do.
It helps.
I,
2 plus
I,
2 is
I just
5.
recently graduated high school, so it's fresh in my mind.
God,
For
you
sure.
made me out of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
But-
lies are being told in this show tonight.
Lies.
Let me give you guys.
But-
Let me give you guys one more question.
Okay.
Because
I didn't even get the answer.
Tell you,
Yeah.
go back and watch the.
I'm gonna
interview.
watch it. I'm gonna watch
It
it.
is
Okay,
incredible.
So give me another
Because
question,
we get
Daddy.
it's so in depth in the conversation, we
But I
forget
didn't get
to
to-
play the game. Oh yeah, Alf, what is your first memory?
Oh, yeah, because you're important, too.
Let's see. If I could think back in time.
'Cause his is gonna be before
He's
mine.
sticking out his middle finger. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Again.
I know it was Illyria, and I
who?
remember.
Probably the same place as that.
Actually, you know what? There's the house before that.
There was a house before that.
Yeah, mom and dad had a place. Because after mom and
Obviously.
after
A lot
dad,
of things happened before you.
After dad moved from New York to Ohio, they lived in South Lorraine somewhere. I remember some house like I can remember something like that. Like
Yeah,
like back then.
yeah.
But it's kind of foggy.
You remember a specific situation?
No, it was cold outside. I think it was snow on the ground maybe, but that's about it.
When was the last time? When was the first time? How old were you when you first did it?
Ooh.
That's a nice
Ooh.
transition.
When did
14.
you lose your virginity?
14. I was just curious.
Richard, how old were you when you first fucked?
Fucked.
Fucked.
Are we gonna start?
When you first opened, no. First of all, Richard, what's your first memory that you can
Oh
remember?
yeah, do that one
All right,
first.
my first memory.
You gotta move up to the-
He was
first
preparing
memory-
this whole time
My
because
first memory.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I was about 3 years old, and
You can
we
remember
had
from 3 years old?
a foreign exchange student living in my house, and I just kind of remember her like a stranger being in my
Oh,
house.
Yeah.
was she hot?
Did you
Oh, at
crush on
3
her?
years old, I was all on.
Oh, wait,
it. I was on it.
Your little pee-pee was hard?
Yep.
All right.
Totally.
I'll ask one more question.
One
Dale.
more question for
They're
Nicole.
they're all basically the same. I
Okay.
started at the beginning, and I worked my way up.
Okay.
What's your first grade teacher's name?
Oh.
Oh shit. Good night.
Yeah,
I don't
I went all the
remember.
way up to 8th grade, started naming them off.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it was the dopest interview I've done.
My
First
first
grade.
grade teacher.
This is
I
like
know all
in
my
depth,
teachers,
like get
but
to
I've
know
never
the
got
person.
anyone.
I don't remember.
Okay. Y'all gonna be upset.
Dude,
I remember because
I want to say my first grade teacher was Miss Cecile.
What school?
Wanna say it?
My school was Jackson Annex in Hempstead.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh, Hempstead.
Oh my God! I went to Jackson Annex, motherfuckers. But you
What
know
year was
about that.
Elementary school.
What year
I
was
remember
that?
the name of my school. I don't remember the teachers.
So
I do
when
remember I was a
was
pimp though.
On.
around first grade is actually when I came here from Chile.
Chile.
Chile, I fucking said it, okay?
You gotta say,
Yeah, what year
Anyways.
was
you
that?
gotta say it properly.
If you're gonna say with heart, girl.
Yes. So I didn't know any English, right? So when I first came in, actually, that's the first memory I have from being in Miami, because we came from Chile to Miami, was I'd
Chile.
never seen a black person before. Because in Chile, they're all
Yeah.
white. We're all German descendants. So we're all white. And I was a little girl. I didn't speak no English. Okay, this man was the first black man I've ever seen in my life. He was tall as fuck. I'm talking like tall.
You know, he could have
Nigga
been
was
Dominican.
touching the fucking thing. And I remember crying, okay? So that was my first teacher that I remember.
Do you remember his name?
Oh, nigga.
Minute Ball.
Who
No.
remembers names nowadays?
But
I do.
I switched schools a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I went to Wakeland Elementary in Bradenton, and I'm pretty sure my first grade teacher's name was Miss Doran, and she got married that same year, and she changed her name to Miss Brown.
Oh.
Shout out to her.
What about you,
Damn.
Alfie?
Shit, I don't remember any teachers. I just remember the first elementary school,
No,
which
you
was
know-
Cascade.
Yeah.
We had to walk to that bitch.
Yeah.
That sucked. In the wintertime. I don't remember any teachers.
about you, Richard?
I do remember though.
Richardo, who was your first grade teacher?
Ms. Patterson.
Ooh.
What school?
This was she hot?
PS4.
New York.
New York.
How was Miss
York.
Patterson
We're in New
all
York.
about?
Miss Patterson was already in her 70s, and I.
Oh,
So she was hot.
But when I was 3 years old, I was already into my,
Right.
my
You're
exchange
foreign
student.
exchange
So
student.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question, Richard.
he said when he was 3 years old, he was just.
So, what part of New York?
There's Oceanside, Long Island.
Long Island. Okay.
Long
Island.
Island, baby.
Long
guess
Island.
what?
About 15 miles from Queens.
I'm trying to remember where Pops went to. Well,
I'm from Long Island too.
Yeah. We'll get them
Serge,
in.
what about you? Oh,
Okay,
wait,
so
did
I
you
was
say
saying
that?
all that. Okay, my first grade teacher was Miss McCullough. And
was it Cascade?
No.
It was. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it was,
No,
actually.
no, because the house burned. We were at Washington after that.
I thought it was Hawthorne. It was Hawthorne for first grade, and then I went to Garfield.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
many
I'm
years-
the only one who went.
Hey, you know what the
I went
cool
to
thing
Cascade.
about all this is? Because I haven't thought about it at all for years.
First of all,
40
how
years?
many years apart are the two of you, by the way? 3 years?
3 years.
3
Okay.
years.
So it's been 40 fucking years, right?
Do you guys fight?
I've been,
Every day.
yeah, every
Like,
twice
do
on
you guys
Sundays.
ever have a fist fight?
fist fight. No.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Me
Well,
and my
he
sister had a
probably
fist
like just
fight.
a punch here and there, but nothing.
Listen,
serious.
me and my sister had a fist fight, and I was obviously
Put a
she's
poke
very
in his
short. She's 4'11", and I was like, "Boom, bitch!" And then she was like, "Mommy, mommy," and I'm like, "Your mom's
Snitch.
not here
Hey,
right
that's okay.
now." You know how you say God's not here today? I said your mom's not here right now, and that happened like 2 years ago.
Let me see.
Hey,
yeah,
you remember the pool cue incident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
No, me and him, no, we'll do that. Me and him do the Battle Shots episode.
Yeah, that'd be
Whoa!
Yeah,
I
no.
tried to take
Wait,
it
so
out.
are you going to do an
You know how I got
episode with
rules?
all of us?
Yeah, you know how I got rules? Like, this
Yeah.
is going to be another one. Every show has to have a Battle Shots episode.
Lit.
So
That'd
Tone
be dope.
Capone is going to go against DJ Spaceship. The cover two guys are going to go against each other. I got the guys from the assembly line. They're going to go against each
Who's
other.
gonna go against us?
You're
We're
going to
gonna
go against her,
each other.
and I'll ask the questions.
I'm probably going to die because I've never drank alcohol before in my life since I'm only 20 years old up until midnight. And I am not an experienced drinker.
Yeah, well, be careful out there.
Thank you.
Well, you're with the right person.
It's a,
yeah,
it's a
clearly.
I'll help you through this path.
No, but the
my
cool thing
friend.
about it is like nobody's interviewing like that, and
Right.
it gets you to think about
It's
your
personal.
life.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize it, but I was a fucking fucked up kid.
Yeah.
I was a pretty fucked
Because I
up
was
kid,
thinking
too.
back on it last night, and I'm like, shit, I went from like this school to this school. They kicking me out of schools, and
Oh, word?
yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, he was a badass kid.
I ain't even think nothing about it.
I was a goody two.
I was a badass kid too.
Like we get into depth. Like I'm gonna be like, who's your
Like,
favorite?
I threw a chair at a
What was your
teacher.
most memorable teacher? Like, and me and Gina were getting. I was just like, okay, this chick was my favorite because she was the first teacher who saw me as a fuck up, but didn't kick me out of the room.
Oh,
because she
okay.
loved
She
you.
would sit
She
down.
acknowledged you and she was like,
she
hey,
sat down.
Sergio.
She's like, all right, you want to clown? Okay, go ahead, go clown right in front of everybody. So all it is like a comedian running out of material. So now I'm just standing there like a jackass.
I just want to say for
That's
people
Why
like
she
us,
starved you from the seeking attention.
Yeah, my thing was
That's
trying to
right,
be
yeah.
funny behind her.
That's right. That's right.
And she was smart about it. Other teachers would put me out in the hallway.
but you know,
Yeah.
honestly, I think people like us, because I was like that too when I was growing up, is because we're overly smart. We
Yeah.
don't fall
We don't
into
deal
the
with it.
cube.
Exactly.
So like it's like we already know like this is all
Just like a
bullshit.
start connection, man.
Because the fourth
Like-
grade teacher,
Yeah.
I think her name was Mrs. Garner. She was the one that used to kick me out all the time.
Fucking Miss Carter.
Was that Hawthorne or was that?
Look at him
That was at
now.
Where is she
Garfield.
today?
But-
Right, where is she today?
She used to kick me out so much, it motivated me
6
because I
feet
hated
under.
school. But yet,
Yeah,
Look
he
at
did.
you now, bitch.
I hated school. She used to kick me out of class, but I won the spelling bee against all the 5th and 6th graders, and I was in
Wow.
4th grade.
Maybe you were overly
Look at
smart
you.
because
I couldn't stand.
my
You know what it
son
was?
is overly
That's-
smart
that's
that he
true,
just
though.
fools around in school because school
You're not
bores
stimulated
him.
enough.
Yeah.
That
That's
sounds like
me.
me.
I don't get
Oh my God.
stimulated
We're all
enough, you
smart
hear
people
me?
At this table.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, you know what?
We're
I was in
always
accelerated
trying to find
classes.
ways to be
Yeah, Alfie was
stimulated.
too.
I surged about that. They had to
Stimulation
send me
is
to a
actually a
completely
great
different
thing.
school because
Nah,
I
me.
You were
wasn't
too smart.
Right,
too smart.
Serge?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You like
They had me,
stimulation?
really cool,
they had me
Serge.
doing Mac computer,
love
like that
stimulation?
old Apple. Like I had to create a
stimulation.
program.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
do.
Like literally create a
So
program.
just like give me some
I love
stimulation
Oregon
right
Trail.
now.
Hey.
Yeah, it was good times. So yeah,
That's really cool, Serge.
stay
I'm really
tuned into
excited
that.
for that.
Stay
Yeah,
tuned. We'll
for
book you
sure.
guys.
Yeah, stay
Have
tuned
you
so you
guys
can
come
get
in.
more of this, more of this fun.
And you get to play Battleship against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna whip some ass. I just gotta learn how
Gino
to do
beat
it.
me.
Oh, you know what?
Good for you.
Remind me
Spoiler
that
alert.
day
Cookie?
to wear contacts because y'all hoes be
You know
cheating.
what I just thought of?
'Cause y'all
We're
always
playing
be
basketball,
cheating.
man.
We're playing
What's the basketball team getting together?
I don't
We're
have
not.
any
We missed
money,
the
bro.
deadline.
Yeah, we missed the deadline. I don't got no money.
Oh, it's over?
no, it's
not
still
over.
coming
The
up. We just
deadline
don't.
to sign up.
Oh,
We missed, but
gee.
the whole thing was because
Damn, man.
I know.
Okay.
What happened to the other bag of
I
chips?
finally got in shape and I can't
No
even
fun.
play.
Ah, the struggle, the motherfucking struggle.
Behind you.
I need
But
beer.
yo,
I was
So yeah, that's
bouncing
just a
on it
little
too
tip.
much.
That's a little taste of
nice.
that show.
I'm
I
hyped.
can't wait to have your
Very
guys' show.
excited. Yeah.
I
Nice
can't wait.
episode.
There's a
Even
lot
though
of-
it was
watching this
by
guy.
Ruffles.
There's a lot of
Thank you,
pain
Richard.
and
Ruffles
hurt
are
in my
delicious.
life, so you're probably gonna dig like
No, I dig. Trust
hella.
me.
Like if I start crying, Serge,
It happens.
and I ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? But if I
It's gonna
start
be-
crying,
it's gonna be all part of. Like I said, I do things different, and
Alfie will be here
it's
for you.
gonna add to the mystique of the station.
yeah, for sure. That's exciting. Yo, speaking of Mystique,
Mystique what?
From X-Men.
no, I don't know.
I actually have Mystique on my arm.
Oh, cool.
I love her.
I don't know. I didn't really have a transition. I was just trying to talk about spooky shit now. I'm
Oh,
ready
we're
for
gonna
Halloween.
transition to.
So we're
We're
gonna
going
be
to a Halloween
Playboy
party.
bunnies later. That's what we have the ears on.
That's true.
We need our Hugh Hefner. Where is he
Shout out
at?
to Boda Full Capital L for leaving all this beer here. I needed
Okay.
it. I appreciate you
Why don't you just have
Okay.
another shot?
because I don't want to get. Let me text you back drunk.
You right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
right. You right.
Yeah, you definitely
So
don't need to do
You're
that.
not. We're taking you with us.
Nah.
Nah, we're not. Okay.
I mean, I do need to get out, but
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
I want to try.
I mean, you could. Sky.
Yeah, come with us.
I don't like Sky.
Okay, fine. Then don't come.
I don't like Sky.
But
Wow.
anyway,
We might go somewhere else because we don't want to disclose because we're not getting paid, first of all. And secondly,
What's today? Saturday?
Yes. I get to break night
Come on. Let
today.
me hit up Casper and see if I can get us in Franklin.
Where?
Yeah.
What
They
is
got
that?
like a dress code, but
We
DJ
can get in.
Casper can just be
Motherfucker,
like-
I'm planning. As long as I can show up in a costume.
oh yeah, you should be able to. Oh, you know what? That is right.
Yeah.
I think there are Halloween parties tonight. Let me hit them up.
Well, everybody's got a Halloween party.
That's
today.
another
Pull
guy.
the
Shout out
plug
to DJ
right now,
Casper.
Daddy.
Back to the show.
Shout out to DJ Casper.
Okay, guys. So
We
me
can
and
spend the
Frankie
whole
are
show talking
going
about
to
what
be
we're doing after the show.
Easter bunnies.
For real.
Playboy
Easter
bunnies tonight. So we got the fishnets going on.
But,
We're going to be
well,
out there.
You guys aren't very
But
scary then.
What?
do you guys have, huh?
You guys aren't very scary.
No, we're
with
just
the bunny
sexy.
ears. Exactly.
Sexy, scary.
But you
well,
talking
I don't-
about you want to talk about scary stuff.
We're going to talk about
yeah,
scary
because
stuff right now.
Halloween is coming.
Okay. Well, damn. Thank you for
Well,
telling me what to do.
excuse
Are you my
me.
daddy?
I can be.
I'm going to be your madam. That's how it's going to
Really?
roll.
Okay,
Sure.
now I haven't
That's
heard
a
you and
rule.
Alfie do the porn voices together. Let's get that stuff.
Hey, Alfie, you know how to do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? You want me to spank you,
yeah.
Alfie?
I want to,
You know what that
Why
reminds
don't you come over here so I can spank you?
I can
Because you're
spank
being a
your
fucking
ass.
bad boy right now.
You know, Alfie, you kind of remind
suck
me
your
of Keith
nipples.
Sweat.
He's gonna suck my toes.
I said nipples.
But toes work too.
His toes work too.
Frankie
anyway.
likes toes, everybody. So I'll suck those toes, Frankie.
Hey, I'm just trying to make some money.
Jeez.
Cash
Cash
at
out
me
by
at
Frankie
Real
Fingers.
Frankie fingers $sign.
$sign Real Frankie Fingers. If you want some photos
Happy birthday to
of my
her.
toes.
Early birthday.
If you want some photos of my toes too, you can cash out Star Shears.
Yes.
Please do both because I get 33%.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
So we're talking about scary stuff.
scary shit.
What
yo.
scary shit, man?
Now, do you guys
Can you talk
believe
into the
in
mic,
ghosts?
please? Thanks.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Do you believe
do.
in like ghosts and like
Thanks.
demons and stuff like that? Because I grew up
I
very
do.
religious, right? And I mean,
I see
know.
demons all the time.
right? I mean,
Back
We all
when
see
you were in
demons.
Chile,
Put it in your
Serge,
mouth.
I told you if I put it in front of me, you can't see me on the camera.
you
Oh.
mean your cleavage?
Yes, that one.
That's
You
exactly
didn't
what
show
you're
it to
talking
in the
about.
camera.
That's
I see
how
what
the
you mean.
money's
I see
made.
what you mean.
I do believe in that stuff.
You can move it back.
Frankie.
Okay, thank
Have you ever had a
put the-
crazy motherfucker?
I believe in nothing paranormal
I've had
until I
a
had
pa-
my Ouija experience, and that fucked me
Oh,
over.
now you believe.
So let's
No.
take turns.
Let's take turns. You're the scariest moment that you've ever had, whether
do
it be
that.
with like ghosts or like demons or whatever.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it. No, you.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
me?
okay.
Damn.
this-
I thought
this-
you were-
All right.
Way to
I'll
push
go
people
first.
out of the line.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of the way. No, I'll go first. But seriously, though,
Donald Trump.
How
this
long
was
is this
here in
gonna
Tampa.
last?
This is about 5, maybe 6 years ago. me and my brother, youngest brother, we had an apartment on Cooper's Pond.
Cooper's
And I
Pond.
can
Where's that,
remember.
in Ohio?
On
No,
Sly.
that's here.
Oh, here.
Off of Sly
Right
and
before
Delmabry.
way before Delmabry.
So I remember laying in bed and just this really like dark, evil presence, and I was trying to wake up. I woke up and it looked like there's dark silhouette just standing at the end of my bed.
Why? Wait. Did
And
we live the same experience?
Together at the same
That's-
time.
I think that's sleep paralysis.
Were you the dark silhouette at the end of
it
the
scared the shit out of
Hey.
You saw the silhouette, and the silhouette just faded away, and I wanted to punch. I punched the air, like, come on! I got so angry.
Because it's energy. Energy is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And I'll tell you my experience.
Yeah, go.
So
go
you know,
next.
Alfie, are you done? That was
We're
very quick.
obviously not going in
done.
Are
any
you
particular
done?
order.
Okay, so one day, right? I got like I was a really fucked up kid. Like I didn't give a fuck.
No,
No,
you
not
were
you.
not. Come
You know what I
on.
mean? I always knew that the rules did not apply to me.
Oh.
I knew that since I was little. And I believe the way you see me now is who I have been my whole life. So then one day, you know, my mom's trying to enforce the rules on me because they were very extremist, like religious. Like, I'm sorry to say, but it was very cult-like. And I'm not. My soul cannot connect to that. So guess what? My mom got pissed off at me for some reason, and like she fucked me up. And I went into my room, and I was so fucking pissed. Like I was angry that my light bulb blew up in my room,
Whoa.
Whoa, that's crazy.
and
think
then,
you did that, like an
my
X-Men?
closet started shaking.
Whoa.
Hey, Carrie, how are you doing,
I was
Carrie?
like, damn,
I'm gonna leave
I
now.
believe in energy now.
Yeah.
I
Ever
believe
since
the
then,
light bulb
like,
start.
And then,
but
you know,
the
like I was
shaking
like very
stuff, I'm not
troubled
sure.
that I started
Hey,
going to
Richard,
like
you ever seen
a
this movie called
counselor,
Carrie?
right? And so
Oh, I did.
happens that
There
my
you go.
counselor was connected with the spiritual realm, and she taught me everything I know today. And actually, like, it worked to my benefit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Okay,
That's
Frankie,
really cool. All
spirits
right.
are real.
Yeah.
let's hear about yours.
All right. So, quick little backstory. I grew up very religious. So, you know, the Bible, they talk about demons and stuff like that. And you
Catholic?
should just, Christian.
Christian.
But
No,
Funny to hear
you
that
should-
when you're wearing bunny ears and just like that.
I know. But, you know, they believe very heavily, like, you don't open those doors. You don't open those doors to let them into your life. You don't really watch scary movies. You don't do stuff like that. Whatever. So fast forward to, I want to say probably about 3 years ago.
When you were 18.
Yes, that would have made me
17.
17. going on
17 years
18.
old. That's right. I was really heavily into Supernatural. Like, I've always been very infatuated
show?
with the dark.
Yeah, I was about to
world.
say the show.
Yeah, the show.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been very infatuated with like witches and like demons and like all that like lore and stuff like that. Fascinates me. So I'm like seasons deep into Supernatural, and I'm in bed, and I always have a rule: if I'm gonna watch something
What are
scary,
you wearing?
Nothing.
absolutely nothing.
That's true, though. I slept with her in bed and she was naked.
All the time.
Proceed.
Anyways, so
Move along, Cal.
I have a rule that I don't watch anything scary
nighttime.
before at night because
You gotta pee at night.
Well, I would like to sleep, but my mind just won't stop. So, anyways, I broke that rule because I was so obsessed with Supernatural, and I remember laying in bed and I had a new kitten, like a kitten, on my chest, and
I'm scared already.
I know. My eyes opened and I could feel like something being extracted from me.
Oh shit.
Right? Yes. Okay. So I'm laying in bed, right? There's a kitten on my chest. Sorry. I'm laying in bed. There's a kitten on my chest. I feel something being pulled out of my body. Right? Almost like I was about to have like an out of body experience, but I woke up as soon as it was like as soon as my spirit was leaving my body. And I could see it like tugging away. And I'm like, I'm trying to move like this, but I'm not moving.
At what age?
And I,
Is it 18? 17?
17,
Okay.
yes. And I can hear the kitten meowing because I'm moving, like shaking, like, because I couldn't fucking talk. And I'm like I'm moving, and this is still kind of pulling away from me, and all of a sudden it snaps. I don't know if it went, obviously it came in me. That's what.
It
can't
came
get back
in the
in you,
body.
girl.
It came back into my body.
I mean, the
and
little
I
pussy
couldn't
that was
sleep.
on your chest.
When
came
everybody's
in?
done, I'm going to tell you a story about that. But
It's like
have you
acid
ever
something.
heard?
That was
Have
the
you ever
scariest
heard that cats can like they say don't leave cats with your baby because they can suck its soul out?
I don't know if I believe that. I think I like cats too
Do you
much.
think, looking back on this was
No,
a
but
dream
cats can
state
definitely
you
see
were
ghosts.
in, or
Ghosts.
Everyone I tell that's what they say.
I want a
because
cat.
I was so infatuated with Supernatural,
Right,
and
you get
they talk
tranced,
about like
like a
spirits
trance.
and demons moving.
Yes.
Exactly. It felt so real.
well,
I've never had anything like it. It felt so.
but as you
I
sit
gotta
here
tell you
today,
not about
do you
experience.
rationalize it, or do you say I genuinely think it was supernatural?
I feel like I genuinely believe that it felt so real that I genuinely believe that my spirit was like leaving, almost like a deja vu thing. You know how they say deja vu is your spirit like traveling through time.
That's very common though, out of body experiences, especially when you're like going on to the next realm. Like, you know, we go through realms in our growth, and some people just stay at like this realm because it's safe, but there's people that are meant to like elevate more.
Well, that brings up like the Ouija stuff we were talking before we
yeah.
went on the air. It's like the people that hang
Man.
around and they're
Now
Like,
I
I'm
wish
very
I would've
spiritual.
worn my
Like I
costume.
practiced Wiccan for like 12 years.
I wish I would have worn my costume.
Did you perfect it or just practice it?
I perfected it
Practiced.
and practice when I feel like.
So I don't fuck with Ouija boards. Like, I'm not trying to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You stay over there, I stay over here. Like, move things. You know,
Well,
do
can I
fun.
share? Can I share?
No, 100%.
Okay,
Please.
because I'm a
It's
total.
your turn.
I'm a total. Well, this is a story that dates back about.
What would your rabbi say that you were playing with the Ouija
about
board?
like, oh my god, it goes. Stop it. It goes- He would give me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
I want
but,
your
uh,
rabbi then.
No, but
Let me
long
get his
ago,
number, yo.
this is back like in the late '90s. I was working at a law firm, and I'm a long time non-believer in anything paranormal. And I was sitting in my my colleague's office in this law firm. It was like seven
Allegedly.
of us, seven attorney firm, boutique firm in Clearwater. Don't need to mention it. Anyway, but I'm sitting in his office, and he's like, you know, my daughter and I were talking about like supernatural shit, and like we were thinking about getting a Ouija board. And I said that shit don't exist. Fuck, it's like crazy. And he's like, let's just do it. Let's just take like half the day off, and let's go get a Ouija board.
Demons.
Summon demons.
And he says to me, he goes, look, he lived in Bel Air in Pinellas County. He's like, and my house is a really old house, and I just feel like he was telling me he puts a magazine on his nightstand every night. He reads a magazine, and when he gets up every morning, the magazine is on the opposite nightstand.
Hell, motherfucking no.
So he's like,
What if he's
he
rolling
can't
over,
explain
waking
it.
up on the other
I'm
side?
certain he reads it.
Or-
My mind is like not believing in anything.
Maybe
He
sleepwalk.
picks it up on one nightstand, reads it, throws it on the other nightstand, and then falls asleep. And that's how I'm thinking.
Right.
Anyway, so we ended up. This is the whole funny story is we take a break from the day. We drive to Toys R Us.
I love Toys
To get
R
a
Us.
Ouija board.
I used to
Now,
love Toys
let me
R Us.
stop you just for a second. Don't you think it's very odd that a toy store sells that type of
That's
stuff?
what I'm saying. That's the end of the story.
Because of the Illuminati, bitch.
But we go back to his house, and if any of you out there have ever done a Ouija board, it requires like two people to touch this triangular piece, right, and goes over the letters and stuff.
You just
So-
ask a question and,
And you ask it
spells out.
questions, and either yes or no, or it spells out the answer. So we,
Slow down.
long story short, we asked dozens of questions, and we were having a full-on conversation. Two non-believers
Having
Right?
a full conversation.
with a spirit in his house.
What
What's
was
your
the spirit?
name?
What do you mean by that? Like, was it?
Neither of us believed in paranormal
It
shit.
was legitimately
So
moving.
wait,
Legitimately, we're looking at each other. Are you touching it? Are you moving it? Are you doing?
Did-
And we were like screaming at each other. Like, I'm
did
not.
you
I'm
believe
not
that
moving
he
it.
was touching it?
What?
Like, do
Have you done a
believe-
Ouija?
Nah. What did I just say? I would never.
I would
you
totally.
lightly, like the lightest touch you can do, like on this tripod thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what it looks like.
Okay,
I
right.
know what it looks like.
You lightly
There are
touch it.
real-
You're not pushing it. You're not pulling it. You just lightly put your fingers on it, and the two of us are doing it, and the thing's moving to our.
Yeah,
questions.
because the energy that you guys are putting in it.
That's right.
The collective will of the question itself that predicts the answer. If you read about
you
it,
look
it's
into it.
actually very explainable.
Interesting.
But in the moment, we're like freaking out because you're getting actual answers. We're like, is there a spirit in the room, like joking around, like, yes, right? What's your name? Alex, right? ALEX. You know,
What kind of stupid fucking
Right.
spirit name is
But-
Alex?
no, but
Hey,
right.
Could have been
Say
a
that.
person that passed.
Oh, you're right.
Anyway, so
Wow.
going with Alfie, it's like at the end of
There's
all
no
this, we went
spirits that
through
are
about an
stupid.
hour of asking questions.
You're right. I'm
Yep.
sorry. No, y'all
And we
gonna
were
come
freaked.
after
We
me.
had to
I'm
stop
sorry.
because we were so freaked out.
Your spirits, you're not
Please don't
stupid.
come after me.
But what questions were freaky?
Oh, we were going into detail. We're both lawyers doing this thing. So
Who
we're
lived in this house?
Do you have children? When were you born? Like asking real questions.
So you
When
asked
was
you
it
were
born?
What did it say?
It
just put the years out?
1869. Do you have children?
69.
Hey.
I meant 68.
Listen, if I could have been
Wink,
born in
wink.
any year, it would have been 69.
The summer of
That was a good
69?
year.
The point is, after all this, like we went through dozens of questions, and we started to freak each other out because we were swearing to each other we were not moving the thing. Yet it's answering complex questions over time.
Wow.
So
Now,
we
do
stopped.
you need to ask a question? Like, do you need to say anything before you start this whole process?
There's actually
what?
rules.
Like, do they give you like a script to read before
No.
you start the process?
No, you know
No.
what? There's actually in the box. There's rules that you're supposed to actually follow.
We didn't read any
Well,
shit.
there's
We
your
just
problem.
pulled out the board. We started doing.
Now there's
the
probably
damn
some
thing.
demon running around because you.
Maybe.
You
Explains it all. It explains it all.
Wow.
But the funny in the moment, I was convinced from being a non-believer to being a believer because I know I wasn't pushing it, and I know my friend John, he wasn't pushing the thing either. Yet it was answering questions. And then I thought, like Alfie did, come on, we bought the goddamn thing at Toys R Us.
yeah, there's
Like,
no way.
why
Are they
would-
summoning spirits from the kids' store?
That's
So,
something
like,
that they
right.
need to explain to the general
Well,
public.
if you think about it, all these little demon childs running around out there.
No, but
They
no,
sell the
Star, these
Ouija-
are for people. These were probably teenagers, probably back in the '70s. The shit, right?
Yeah.
That they started getting into that. So I'm saying it's really strange that a store would sell. Even today, I think it's still Walmart.
It's
stays
made
in.
by
Target sells
Milton
it.
Target sells
Bradley.
it.
Remember that, right? They
we
made
should
all
play
that-
a Ouija board.
We're not.
Absolutely
It's
not.
a toy.
Okay, so
Why not?
I played a Ouija board before.
Okay.
I'll tell you my experience.
Please.
Do it.
Please
But
do.
first, do you have anything spooky in your life that you want to share with us,
Search.
Mr. Spooky?
Spooky. Oh, my camera moved
How do you know?
because it's not looking at
Because
me anymore.
Alex. is
Why are
here.
you over there looking at me? All right.
Don't do that, Richard. Do not.
I remember one of the days being locked in my room.
Y'all.
We had my room, and then there was a hallway to the bathroom, and then a door to the other room. And I went
Red
red rum, and I went
upstairs.
You know what? I regret
No,
this
we can-
conversation so bad.
There's something up at that house because
We're
I went.
scared now, people.
If I can't sleep, I'm fucking calling Richard.
I went, and I was the only person in the house because I used to be bad in school, so I would get locked in my room.
Yep.
Ooh.
Bad boy.
And I would spend like summers up there.
Yep.
But
whole summers.
everybody was gone. Nobody's in the house. I go to the bathroom. I use the bathroom. I come back to the room. And I'm just hanging out in the room. All of a sudden, I hear the water turn on in the bathroom, the sink.
Ah, this shit.
Hell, fucking hell.
I'm freaking out. Like nobody's in this house. So I just like was fucking losing my shit. I didn't go turn it off. As soon as mom and dad walked in, I'm screaming, pounding on the door.
Oh, you couldn't get out. You were locked in. Oh, absolutely
crazy.
not. Can you imagine?
No, you know
Yo,
what? Remember that? Okay, so you
there
remember going down a
is-
hallway towards the bathroom, that room to the right that was closed off?
Yeah.
I always thought that was haunted.
attic.
The attic. I always thought that was haunted.
Let
I
me
was
tell
got a
you,
vibe in there too.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
no.
man.
I've been around. I'm like not like that, but like
Yeah, she has.
like I've been around in
Around,
different
yeah.
situations,
Like
right?
a record.
you wish. Anyways,
We love you.
I am loved. But I used to do a non-for-profit organization, right? And I was a mentor for a very long time. And I also was a program assistant. And I worked very closely to it was a, what do they call it? A social, it's like a social worker, but it's a case manager.
There you go.
And we assisted like teens, right? Dude, one day we get a phone call. So this is like a police department, right? Because we're like taking care of our community. It's like a raw shit. Things are happening, drug dealers, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. So we get a phone call that one of our people is outside naked, digging a hole really fast with their hands, right?
I'm going to.
I got to tell you this story because
but
this is
can I
crazy
step
and this is
out, though?
fucking real.
Can I step out, though? Because.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
So then
You wanted this.
I am very
Obviously.
spiritual. I'm a very spiritual person. I dabbled in a lot of things. I went to a metaphysical church. I studied in those areas. I've done like the Kabbalah, everything.
Hey,
I've
I got a
studied every
question.
religion.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like the Indian stuff where you find your spirit animal?
Toki? I mean, poke.
No,
Oh,
spirit
you've done the
animals.
pokey. We know that.
Oh yeah, I have spirit animals. I have spirit animals. I have spirit guides.
Can you
I'm all
tell
about that life.
when someone had like? Can you tell me what my spirit animal is? Is
We're
it?
getting a
We're
little
gonna have a
derailed.
discussion later.
Yes.
because it's private. Okay,
Right.
nobody needs to know
Back to
what's
the
your
story.
inside, like what
Then
you're
why
made
do
of.
people tell people what their spirit animal is?
You need to do that on your own.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyways,
Yours apparently is a
bunny
pussycat
rabbit
on
at
your
the
chest.
moment.
Hey.
Yes.
But anyway, so we get this phone call that this girl is outside of her apartment digging a hole really fast and naked outside. So me and the caseworker go and she's like, "Yo, you want to come to this call?" And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "This person is doing this." And I said, "What?" Because this person was an all-star athlete in
wanna
the
go see.
area. Okay. So we're like, okay, fuck it, let's go. So we get there, and this girl is really doing some crazy off-the-wall shit, like The Exorcist. Okay, so then I've been in the spiritual realm so long, like I've seen crazy motherfucking shit like that. So I was used to this. I knew what I was dealing with, but I didn't really want to believe it, because some of these things sometimes are fake and they're copycats, and they like see things and they want to like they're under the influence and stuff like that. So this girl, when we get there, she's like talking in like 3 different languages.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I'm like, yo, I'm saying her name and I'm saying, look at me, because I'm not afraid of spirits because I deal with them all the
You
time.
don't speak
My
in
daughter's
tongues,
also my daughter's also
Sounds like it.
intuitive. So we're all intuitive, like it's in our genes, our family. It's all my like all the women in my family we're intuitive in that sense because, like we have that. I swear on my kids.
So check this out. You know-
I swear on my kids. That's what she said. So then I went out of my element, out of what
Out
I
of her
believed
element.
in, and at that moment, I believe in Jesus no matter what. I believe in God. I just don't believe in the teachings and all that stuff that they do to like manipulate people. But I believe in like
organized religion.
I don't believe in organized religion. So this moment, I said to him, and all I can do was like ask God for fucking help. And I had to do something. Dude, me and my caseworker was an atheist.
Listen,
Okay,
Here we
I'm
go.
calling on somebody.
My freaking coworker was an atheist, a lesbian butch atheist, and you have me start
you
share
gotta
that
choose
flamboyant
either. It's
bitch.
gonna be lesbian and
That's
butch.
like I don't care about religion. I'm like witchy, and we're like Jesus, help us right now. So somehow we found the freaking Bible and we read the exorcism stuff, and like we got her into some kind of state that she was like calm. We took her to the hospital. We got to admit her. Went to the hospital, did the tox thing. There was nothing wrong with her chemically.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was like 6 or 8 years ago.
Check this out though. So
That's it?
yeah.
Hey, we
So
should have
I-
had background music already, sir.
Right.
Nice going.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, late to the game.
It's-
Sorry.
So I again grew up very religious. I have seen multiple like exorcisms.
Like this, Frankie.
I'm trying to be serious right now.
No, but exactly how Star is describing it, people doing just random shit. Like
Oh, fucking course, you check.
we'll be in like church. Obviously, I was forced to go to church for a very long time, so obviously I was there. And they would be praying, and just people would just start, and you can tell the difference between a demon tongue and a godly tongue. I don't want to do exclamation points, but. No, Alfie, stop
That
touching
is really
me.
good, by the way, Alpha, man. You got to do that more often.
I don't think you should. I don't think you
We're
should.
so gonna be scared leaving the fucking studio tonight. But yo, one time.
At the
No,
band
wait,
camp?
she's not done
Okay,
yet.
not
okay.
done yet.
Tell us the rest of the
No,
story.
I'm just saying I believe it to be very true, and I've seen it, and I've seen I've seen one
You've
demon.
seen people truly possessed by demons.
what I have seen, okay? What I have seen is a group of people speaking to an entity inside of someone else, forcing them to speak things that they would normally speak. And they would talk in a voice kind of like Alfie's, where it'll be a woman, and she'll speak and she'll be like, a man.
But you
Well,
have
how does
power
someone
over
sound
that.
when they're inside of you?
Yeah.
Listen,
Like that.
listen. But you have
She
power
like the
over that.
sexual spirits,
Like
yeah.
I am a spiritualist. Like I've done it all. Like I've come out of my shell and I've studied every religion and I practiced it and I learned it and then I found
So
my.
tell me about your
center.
experience with Judaism.
Well, I am a Spaniard Jew.
Oh, a Spanish Jew.
I'm a Spaniard Jew. So
From Brentwood.
No, I landed in Brentwood, but my descendants are Spaniard Jews, and we moved. We left and settled in Spain due to whatever they were dealing with at that time. So I'm a Spaniard Jew.
Persecution,
Okay,
probably.
all right.
Yeah.
Did you-
So like that's why
so you mean the Holocaust?
the Holocaust. So that's why I don't look like the people in my country. So then we settled to El Salvador because my grandma went to El Salvador, met my grandfather, and then had our generation.
They got it on.
Then started having the project that resulted in you.
And then that's how you got this greatness. So you know what I tell my mother?
Took a lot of fucking to get that.
This is what I tell my mother. Mom, I can do whatever I want because I'm guaranteed heaven because I'm Jewish.
Wow.
This explains
You-
so much.
You have a lot of things that you believe will allow you to do whatever you want and
That's
reap
right.
no consequence.
Right.
I don't
Let me
believe
just
any
believe in everything.
consequences.
And then I'll
I have a lawyer with me all the time. If you want to date me, you got to go through my lawyer. If you want to talk to me, you got to go through my
Hey,
lawyer.
Richard, can I date her? No, I'm kidding.
He said no. I read his mind. I know who he wants me to date
how
though.
much you gonna pay me?
How
to
about I know who he wants me to date.
Ooh.
What was that?
I know who you want me to date. We're not going to say any names.
Son,
Ah!
I do. I want to see it happen.
Well, it might.
Actually, I had an experience too.
Let's hear about
This
it.
is like I was 16 or
Hey, that's
17.
your brother-in-law speaking.
Yeah. So anyway, so there's this set of train tracks that goes through our home.
That just happened on the show.
Wow.
Richard thought it would be a great idea.
Excellent idea. So there's
Yeah? Does everybody know about this except me?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys been plotting behind my back?
100%.
Whoa.
What, Alfie?
so there's a set of train tracks. There's a set of
Opposites attract what?
there's a set
Sit.
of train tracks.
Train tracks.
Yes.
in my old hometown,
Yeah.
Which
and
is?
Lorain, Ohio.
Okay,
Okay.
let me clean my lens here.
And I was about 16 or 17. Me and my best friend, and I think Sergio was with us. We wanted to go to the lake. Now, in order to get to the lake, you either take the streets, which, the place
The
go up and down, or you
streets.
take this path through the forest to where
Through the forest?
to the forest at night.
Sounds very kinky.
No, scary because we got there this dark feeling, and okay, we're not gonna go. We're gonna go this. We're gonna go back. We're gonna take some other route. Remember when we went? We tried to go to Lakeview Park at night,
Oh yeah.
and we took train
By
tracks.
the tracks, yeah.
And we tried to go down the trail fuck this.
Dude, yeah, the trail. They always used to say like KKK would set up in there.
Yeah.
What?
And you guys went through there?
Well, during
Ooh,
the daytime,
I actually have a KKK
during the
story,
daytime, yeah. At night,
by
no.
the way. So
Absolutely not. Fuck that.
I'm 18, 19 years old. Me and my best friends, we go out to this city that's west of Lorain. It's called Vermilion. And there's this place
super
called
far too.
There's a place called Gore Orphanage.
Oh yeah.
And what the story is back in the 1800s, late 1800s, almost 1900s, there was
Take me there.
there's an orphanage that burned to the ground.
Yeah.
Now, around Halloween, when you go out there, allegedly, you're supposed to hear the kids screaming like the house is still burning.
Oh my god!
I fucking
It is
hate
the road up there because it was like one of these things that friends in high school. The story gets out and everybody wants to go out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
So I got in my car with my friends. We drove out there. It's just this long ass, spooky ass road. Like on the left side is a big ass hill. On the right side is nothing but cornfields. So you're driving through that. Then you go up through these hills, and there's just nothing but forest everywhere. And then you have to get out because they have one of those road blockages. So you can't drive any further. You have to get out and
Yep.
walk. and it's just this big ass cement, just like
Whatever
flat
is left
piece.
of the house.
Like, it's just a big ass cement thing. These girls were freaking out.
Can you hear
Freaking
them
out. We didn't
screaming?
even go. I was like, let's go past the barricade. Girls start freaking out, want to start crying. And I was like, I guess we got to take these chicks home.
Damn.
Yep.
Fucking pussies.
It's that bad.
Yo.
Though. Seriously, though, it's like I said, you can hear if you're tapped into that type of spirit energy type
Listen.
stuff. You can hear the screaming of the kids.
In
burning
Long
in the orphanage.
Island,
Lord.
there's a street called Sweet Hollow Road, right? And it's a dark pitch road, right? And it goes like down in the hill. And there's a cemetery there, and Kundalini is buried there, and Bloody Mary's buried there.
Absolutely
And on that street, there was a massacre of a school bus that like a bunch of kids died, right?
Did you ever do Bloody Mary?
Hell yeah, I did Bloody Mary.
No, thank you.
I'm not afraid of the other side.
I've only
I really go well
said
there.
it twice, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
I said it 3 times, and I do it over and over again. Like, I'm okay with the other side.
I no longer feel comfortable, like, being in the same house with you.
I'm safe.
No, but you know what though? I was doing research because I saw a couple of videos on documentaries.
It's about your
Documentaries
power.
About
Documentaries.
like, yeah, I know. But it was about like that type of stuff, and they said mirrors in the dark are like really key to being able to.
I have a mirror that I'm not going to tell you because you're going to
If
get
you
scared.
No, yeah, I will
Suppose
never
it's
step
naked in front
fucking.
of-
No, they said if you sit in like in front of a mirror and it's dark and you stare at yourself, your face will change.
This was such a
Because,
bad idea.
listen, you will see yourself for who you
Your
are.
face
No,
will change.
Stop it!
Yeah,
the thing
no.
is that you see yourself for who you are.
Stop fucking touching
the
me.
thing about this is that people are afraid, but what are you
no.
afraid of? You see, this is
Nothing to be
what I'm
afraid
going to
of.
tell you a story about being afraid.
What if I'm ugly?
Because you are then.
Because that's how you feel.
Maybe because you are inside.
That was
ugly.
supposed to be a fucking joke, but fuck all of y'all.
No, we're just
Let
saying.
me tell you
I didn't say a
something.
word.
When you have fear, it's because you're
You're projecting how you feel.
and you're not afraid of the unknown. But when you are like 100% grounded, things don't scare you.
Oh, fuck that. We're sleeping with the lights on tonight.
And let me tell you something. Like,
That's fine.
I've done my
right.
research. Like, I really had to trust myself and get to know me because I've had out of body experiences that I can't come back to my body, and I'm like flipping out, and I'm like trying to like level myself back to my fingers because I can't get back. You know what I mean? But that's because I do meditation and I do the like certain type of meditations
Yeah.
that are about out of body experiences.
No.
So I've like experienced that. Like, you know, I had to trust my being. Like, you ever been to like a tank where you meditate, like it's full of water?
Flotation tank?
Yes.
Like a flotation
Yes,
tank?
I did one in California. It was
Have
the
you ever
best thing
seen
I've
the
ever
movie
done.
Altered
So, like,
States?
you know, I trusted myself. Like, I've been through a journey in my life, and I had to, like, see things for what they were, and, like, everything that was taboo and
All this stuff is
things-
knowledge they don't want to tell us.
it's not that they don't want to tell us. And once you trust it,
Yeah.
and you're grounded, because you got to practice grounding. Because if you're not grounded, yeah, you're going to drift in different locations and different places that don't belong to you, and you attach to energies that will create fear for you. But once you are strong enough to trust yourself, you have no fear. You have the word. Like, if there's spirits around you that you don't want them to be around you, you have the right to say,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
say, "Get
belong
away from
here.
me."
Get away. And they vanish.
Yep.
Like, you are more
Hey, but
powerful
Star,
than
can you
anything.
Tell us more about your inner body experiences.
Okay, so like when I was awakening, because that's what I call it, in where I was, I came to Florida and I don't even know how I got here. And then like when I got here, because I had a great life in New York. I lived on the water in Long Island on Patchogue. Everybody knows Patchogue is like better than Port Jeff right now. I lived on half an acre. My house was the only one that had like that much land across from the Long Island Sound. And I somehow got here. And when I got here, I was trying to figure myself out. I didn't know what was happening. Like, things just happened to get me here, and I got here. And then I was connected to people that were like-minded of what I am today. And they like kind of taught me the way. And I started like figuring things out that I was unaware of. And like one day I'm driving in my car, right?
No, man.
And there's like one song that every time I hear this song, it lets me know that I'm safe and I'm okay. And it'll come up in random shit, like on the TV.
Yep.
It'll come up on my radio. It'll come up like this song comes up and it tells me you're okay. It
This
gives me the
episode
security.
was such a bad idea.
And I'm driving one day, and guess what? In the blink of an eye, I'm like on the other side of freaking town, right? And I'm like, how the fuck did I even get here? Like, I don't even know how I got there. Like, I just, boom, went from another place to another place. And I know it sounds crazy, but it happened to me.
The whole car?
And, me in my car, in my position, like, I was, like, on one, like, I was, like, all the way down Lutz, and I ended up, like, over there by Fletcher, Bruce B. Downs.
It's like blacked out.
Like, in 2 seconds, I looked at the time, I looked at everything, like, it was, like, less than 30 seconds. Like, I'm gone. And I said, oh, motherfucking shit. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. So then, during that time, I remember that my life was drastically changing, and I was not in a safe environment, but, like, my soul was elevating so high that it was like, this is who you are. You have to forget all of that. You know, you have to move now. You have to cross over. So then one day I fell asleep, and I was trying to go back. I was having like this dream. I felt like it was a dream, and I'm like realizing, wait a second, this is not a dream. This is actually happening. I want to go back to me. And then my soul was gone out of my body.
You're
and
astral traveling.
I did astral travel, and I couldn't come back.
Astral projection.
I could not come back to my body, and I'm over here struggling. My body's laid out with no life, and my soul is trying to like align itself back to my hands because my soul is still there, and I'm trying to come back, and like my hands would not align. That was like the last thing that couldn't align. Like my body was in there, but my hands were not aligning with my soul. Right? And I'm like struggling for like a long time. And I finally get back in there, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? So then that's when I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I reached out to people and said, listen, I know I'm not crazy. I don't know what's happening to me. And then I was able to reach out to people, and they told me what I was. And after they told me what I was able to understand. And then they told me, like, you know, I have a gift. And I had to embrace it. And at the time, it was weird because everything that they told me was bad was what I really was. And then it takes you like into a matrix because you think about
Well,
like...
have you consistently tapped into that since then?
I've been only that since then. Like, my success, I think, is not... I think I'm fulfilling who I am.
Yep.
Or what I was meant to be. You know what I mean?
I'm so scared right now.
Don't be
There's
scared.
nothing
Embrace
to be
it.
scared
Nothing
of
to be
it.
scared about.
You have to be. You see, the thing is that you are. We have
She's young.
DNA.
She's about to be 21. She's
We have a
Still
DNA
a
inside
puppy.
of us, and I know it sounds crazy and people don't believe it, but we have a DNA. Your
You can be
DNA
our
will tell you
spiritual
what you
mentor.
are. My grandmother was a snake charmer, and anybody in the family would tell you she can put out a snake in seconds. But technically, that's like diabolical. But she knows how to do it, and it's in my genes.
Hey,
Like
Star,
we
I
all
heard
do
you were a
it.
snake charmer too.
Fuck yeah, I'm a snake charmer.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I just want to say I went on a date the other day, and the guy put man eater on the phone on the thing. I thought that was rude.
Oh, here she comes.
On the what?
On the radio.
Oh, I gotta
Like, he
tell you
paid
to get
for
there
it.
for 80s night.
He paid for it, and then he put man eater for me. I was like, oh no, you fucking didn't, bitch, because you don't even know how sweet I am.
Yeah.
You know?
DJ Casper said he's at AMSO tonight.
Where's
I
that
don't know
at?
what that is.
American Social.
Let's go.
I mean, possible.
We're going to Jackson's then.
I got a meeting after this show.
Oh, so that's gonna be a no.
Yeah, that was a phone call.
That's
Maybe an hour after that, you guys can
We
call
still
me.
love you, kind
No,
of.
this is different.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean?
I'm
So
sorry.
This is what they call the
Being-
slump buster, is what I think the
being
term is.
afraid is not being secure with yourself.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I've gone into situations that it's supposed to be scary and I haven't been scared, and I'm very attracted to that realm. You know what I mean? It's where I find my creativity. It's where I feel free.
There's no growth in playing it safe.
At all. Comfort zones are the worst zones to be in.
It's a very
Because
bad.
you don't go anywhere.
Aside from the friend zone.
No, it's worse than a friend zone.
That's like
You're right.
friend zones.
I agree.
and-
It's like the worst. I
That's
got
not
out of the
even
comfort zone a
friends.
I
long
hate
time
women that
ago,
are
and
like that,
everything's
yeah.
been happening.
Be honest.
Do you guys want to share like your worst nightmares?
Oh, I'll go first.
Actually, I have one, and it's not really a nightmare. It wasn't like super scary. I remember being scared, but I wasn't like scared. Motherfuckers.
Let's
We just passing on some chips.
Shout out
in
to
the
Ruffles.
fucking- Ruffles in the
Let's
fucking
get that
house.
sponsorship.
I just would like to say shout out to Crown because you make my life better every Saturday night after working 7 fucking days a week.
You gotta show him the bottle.
For
bro.
real.
Hey.
Show him the bottle.
So
Star.
Okay.
my one dream that I really remember that was like, I guess, scary, aside from
Chile
What
or United States?
United States. United States for sure. I was with my my first husband.
I
May
have
God
a first
How many
husband
are there?
too.
May
Holy shit, there's
Satan
one on
steal
one.
his soul.
You were married like when you were like 16 or something?
I was a child
I've been
bride,
married
yes.
twice as well. That's what me and Frankie have in common. I've been married twice.
So, anyways,
Good night, everybody.
I'm looking for my third.
hey,
Your third ex-husband?
yes.
I'm looking for my third ex-husband, motherfucker.
Anyways, so I actually believe it was a very like revealing dream of like overcoming something rather than like a scary dream, but it was still kind of scary. I remember I was in a parking garage and I'm running. I mean, up and down, I'm going in circles.
Are you looking for your car or something? Or
No,
just running?
I'm just running. I turn around and there's almost like a comical, like red figure that's supposed to be the devil, right?
The devil.
Yeah. There's this I turn around and it's like staring at me. So like I turn around and I keep running, I'm running, and he corners me into a room, into like a corner, and he has like a lighter, just a regular fucking lighter. And he's trying to like set me on fire. And I'm like, I'm out of breath. I've been running and I'm out of breath and I'm like trying to blow out like the little like flame.
From this little Bic lighter that the devil's
legit.
holding.
He needs a lighter.
Legit.
He needs a
Yeah,
lighter.
because he needs a
Zippo,
lighter.
man.
He's not the master of fire. He needs a little Bic lighter to help him out.
I hate
Oh,
all
Zippo,
of you.
man.
Listen.
Go ahead.
It's a metaphor.
But, so anyways,
Right.
well, that's what I was saying. It's definitely not literal. So anyways, so I'm like, I'm trying to blow it out, and he's like reigniting it. Obviously, he's got me cornered into a room. I like somehow get out of the corner, and I keep running. And it's almost like I'm going in circles. Like going in circles and circles and circles and circles. And we end up right in the same corner again, doing the same thing. And I get out,
Oh,
and I
the
keep running.
See, that's a
and
metaphor
running.
for life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it
like,
act-
feeling
now-
like you can't get out of the cycle,
Yeah,
man.
you
Right,
get
if
it's like-
if I look back at it, like that was what I was in
Yeah,
then.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's your
It's-
brain taking your life and putting it into something that is
Yes.
explaining your life,
Right.
but in a way that you can
But
understand.
it was so scary because I like genuinely felt, and I could feel the heat. Like it was such a small flame, but it was so hot. And like I could feel the heat and it was burning me, and I was so desperate to put it out. And I'm like running, I'm out of breath, I can't catch
Was this
myself.
a recurring dream or just one time?
Just the one time.
And it's still as vivid as ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know what's my vivid fucking dream that I keep dreaming my whole life?
No. Okay.
No, moving
Alfie?
on.
Just kidding.
No, go ahead. We love you.
Listen,
It's not like
do
this
you guys
is your
remember
show
that
or
movie?
whatever.
Do you guys remember that movie Dangerous Minds?
yeah,
No.
You know how they're stuck
who's
in the
it?
school?
Who's in
Yes.
it?
yeah.
Like
Michelle Pfeiffer.
me, I dream about that.
She's a teacher.
Me being in the fucking school, trapped like that, like over and over in my life, and it's like I
In
try to
school?
get out of it. Like the way it happened, like you know, in the school.
I gotta watch
Just
that.
a
I gotta
one-time
watch that
dream or
again.
recurring
Huh?
I haven't
dream?
seen that in years.
I haven't seen that
I've
movie.
never
in
seen
forever.
it.
We need to go. We need
And
to have a
June.
little. We need
Yeah.
to have
No,
a little Netflix
no,
and chill,
no,
sir.
We
no,
can
no,
watch.
no.
We can watch Dangerous Minds.
We can watch
Yeah,
Nightmare on
you
Elm
guys
I
Street.
can
sounds
probably
scary.
turn it on right now or watch it.
No, we won't.
Why don't we just like come over to my house and we'll eat snacks and shit?
Hey,
Okay,
Star.
so my dream.
I have
ahead,
a
Alfie.
dream.
This reoccurring dream I've had for a long time, and I cannot explain where it came from, but I keep having this dream where I'm being chased by zombies.
I'm a zombie.
No,
I'm more of a vampire, I'm
seriously,
kidding.
legit zombies.
legit
Like,
zombies.
and somehow I always end up at the top of a building or something like that, and the helicopter comes and rescues me.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
So you
When
get
you're-
rescued at the end of your dream?
When you're on
That's
top
lame.
of the building, you don't scream. And
I
are you
was
not
scared halfway through
entertained?
the story.
No, this shit. It literally. That's why I cannot watch stuff
We
like
got
Walking Dead.
there's a dream
Yo,
interpreter.
I can't
That
watch,
takes you back.
Yeah, exactly. I can't watch like the
Zombies?
the old
That's
movies like that. No.
traumatic.
Listen, you need to look at a dream interpreter and see what that means.
All right. Any of you guys lived like in a
I
multi-story
this dream
house
where my
when you were
penis is
when you
giant
were
and it's
right? Okay.
ecstasy.
Because up north it's more
Yeah,
right. The
there's
ranch
more-
style
and
doesn't
they,
exist.
and they
up
got
north.
basements
right,
up
right.
north.
I
we have
love
basements.
So
basements.
I lived
No.
in a converted attic with
'Cause
my
you're a
brother. We had a
scaredy cat.
room. Okay.
When you're a little kid,
And it
yeah.
was kind of spooky when when the lights go off. It's
Yeah.
like it's the attic, right? So when I was little, I used to think that if I breathed too hard, if I made a sudden noise or whatever, a spirit would come out of the wall. And I would think this in my conscious life, but when I would dream, it would actually happen, right? So, right. So I would, in my dream, I had this recurring dream. It happened so often when I was little. I would make a noise in my dream, and this hand would come out from the wall.
What was the
and
noise? You
try
want to hear
grab
the
me.
noise?
Any
the noise.
fucking
Just
noise.
like any noise to
God.
let you know that you're around.
And the hand would try to reach for me and grab me and suck me into the never land, whatever it was. And I would run and I'd go down the stairs because I was on the top floor of the attic. Right, the next level was my parents' bedroom and my sister's bedroom on the next level of the house. And I'd run and the spirit would be following me all the way down to the basement, which is like 5 floors down. And then I would escape it and go all the way back, get up to the last step of the attic, back to my safe zone.
Gotcha.
And it would get me and pull me all the way back down to the basement, and then I'd wake up. And I had this dream until I was maybe like 12 or 13, when I realized it was never real. Because it was so vivid to me from like 5
in
years
your
old
head.
to like 12 years old. It freaked me the hell out. I
Yeah.
thought it was real. That was happening to me in really until I realized it was
I
all-
keep my reoccurring dreams involve tornadoes,
Really?
Oh, I've had
my
those.
God, yeah,
I've
those
had
too.
those.
and a lot of my reoccurring dreams always happen in the 19th Street house.
really.
Like I could
Are
be
you serious?
somewhere, I could be in the studio now, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom,
You're
A lot of
there.
my old recruiters same
they
place.
happen on 19th Street.
That big old. It was a school or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
Harrison.
That huge Harris, that building.
It's back in
Where
Ohio.
we play baseball, yeah.
Yeah, and then like remember
Are
that
you
yellow
a
house that
little
was next
baseball
to?
player?
Yeah, we used to play street baseball. I broke
Yeah.
the window.
Aw.
Yep, you sure.
I
You
broke
were-
the window and I
you were-
ran
you
up.
were-
I
you
broke
were like
the
a
window
little Rugrat.
because I hit the ball across the street and it broke the window. I went and grabbed the ball from the window, knocked on their window. Nobody was home, so I left.
Hey.
But you
I
know-
tried.
But you tried.
Hey, what was that? The time that passes
When remember when Mikey Moreau got that rock dropped on his head?
time expires from some crime.
Big ass rock. Yeah,
Statute
statute of
of
Statute of
limitations.
limitation. There we go.
But not
So-
all encounters are freaky.
I have a recurring dream too,
I have
and
a
it
sex
always
dreams,
happens
too.
in the same
Tell
exact
us
place.
all. Tell us all.
So, I grew up in this place in Florida, right?
In Florida.
Yeah, in Bradenton.
After 6 years old.
Yeah,
and
after
before
6
you were
years old.
17.
Right.
Because she's 21.
For a
So
very
that's not
long
far
time.
ago.
I grew up in the same apartment for a very long time. So, it's always the same thing. I'm back in that apartment, but in the back area, like the backyard area, and all the car and every car that's always there is the exact same. And it always, like, I follow it. I just walk, and I end up in a forest. And just weird shit happens in the forest. Just, like, weird creatures and stuff like that. But it's always that, like, that apartment complex that I'm the same route, the same cars, the same thing. I always do something different before I get to the forest. Like, I'll be riding a bike, or I'll be playing with, like, dogs, or I'm, like, walking around the neighborhood. All of a sudden, I'm inside a fucking forest.
Yeah.
Always the same neighborhood.
So it's the same theme,
It's
but
weird.
different facts.
Like a
Right.
deja vu?
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm
Yeah.
always in the forest.
I just had one the other day with that involved the 19th Street house.
Wow.
The tornado one?
No, it wasn't a tornado one. It was one I was inside and a bunch of dudes that I pissed off were trying to break in.
Wow.
Okay.
Like I did something to them and they went. I did something to one of them. He went and got all his friends and they were trying to get in the house and fuck me up.
Yeah.
And then I woke up.
But
No, the tornado
what
one,
happens
though,
when you get to the
that's-
forest?
You need to log. Every time you have a dream,
Write
you
it
need
down.
to have a dream journal.
I know.
Because I
Someone
had a
told
dream
me the
journal,
same
and
thing.
actually, I connected my dots. So I know exactly what I'm
It's
supposed to be
also
doing.
subliminal.
Wait, do you
It's
guys
all subliminal.
still have vivid dreams? Because I have vivid dreams. I
Yeah,
wake up
I
the
do.
moment I go, oh God, I had a vivid dream, and like 5 minutes
It'll
later,
gone.
I'm
It'll
going
be
about
gone.
my I got to get up and I got to go to work, whatever it is, and I'll forget all the details.
Yeah, forget everything.
Okay, I got one. I
But
got
something later on during the day will
one.
remind
I
you.
got
of-
one. Has anybody had any really intense sex dreams?
Oh, bro.
What about those people that say they have sex with fucking ghosts, that they fucking get fucked and
Wait,
raped by ghosts.
wait. Alfie, you have me intrigued.
Alfie has sex stories.
Let me hear
Oh,
you.
no,
I haven't had sex dream in a while.
You're right. I haven't had one about either.
Listen,
but
I never had sex in my dreams. Why? Because I'm in real life.
Boom.
Because I don't need to dream about it, baby. I can
I
be
don't
about
fucking need
it.
to dream about it. I can be about it.
So Alfie, tell me about
Yeah,
your
tell us,
dreams.
tell us.
Tell us about your dreams that you're not having in real life.
Is it always the same thing? Like, is
Well,
it
no, it's never. It's not always the same thing.
What is it
There's
like?
always-
Let us know
There's
about
always
it.
doggy style involved for some reason.
Oh, doggy style. That's what this nigga dreams about. Doggy
Doggy
motherfucking
pulling
style.
her hair.
It's the Pet Cemetery story.
Yeah, me pulling her hair too. There's a lot of pulling your hair.
Who do you
Your
have you ever dreamed about me or Frankie?
Don't answer that.
Okay,
Don't answer
he
that.
said no.
Yes, God, no.
He said
He
no.
said no.
Speaking about
God,
something
no.
spooky.
Even Serge says don't answer that right
We
now.
got a lawyer in the house. We don't.
Hey, baby Frankie.
I believe you have.
No, but seriously.
Suddenly Frankie's speechless.
Yep.
Like, God
totally
damn it,
speechless.
Alfie, shut up.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I said don't fucking answer that.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty sure I answered it. No, but seriously, it's like it's so intense, right? That you actually come.
Okay,
In your
yeah.
real life?
I never came out of a dream. I wish I could. I wish my dreams would make me come.
Wait, Serge, this is your
fuck
brother,
up.
man.
He came.
Hold the fuck! I thought we were done talking about your sex dream
So we're
thing.
talking about like
I'm
regular
I'm
wet
just saying
dreams.
It was
What
that
are we talking
intense
about?
for a
Wet
couple
dreams?
times.
I wish.
So is that
I
what
wish.
it-
Do girls have wet
I
dreams?
thought.
I never had one.
Frankie, you're the only girl
Have you
here.
had one?
Wow. Good
I
night.
don't think I have.
I don't have one. I
don't
wish
think
I
I
could
have.
have
Well,
one. Imagine you woke up to a wet dream as
I
a
mean,
girl.
you're like literally
Okay.
laying in the wet spot.
Yes.
Like
I'm
it's
a-
great. It's like you're like I just fucking got fucked in my head.
Wait. This is actually this interests me for a moment because it's not
Intriguing.
about a spooky thing. It's not a Halloween theme, but most men, and I think I can speak for most men,
Yeah.
have at one time or another
Yeah, all men.
have had it, right? Had a
Yeah,
sexual
absolutely.
dream, and they actually feel it and actually
Why can't I feel
have
that?
the orgasm at night in
Yeah.
their own little bed.
Yeah.
Now,
In their own little bed.
women. I'm talking about like when you're teenagers.
No, that happens.
I'm talking about now.
Now, I don't know, bro.
I don't know about now,
I'm in my
brother.
40s. Okay,
But-
that happened.
I
but-
wish I can have that.
But
Like super intense. Like
So
you actually
imagine-
feel like you're
but I'm
feeling
saying,
it.
but I never
You'll
asked
be like
women.
having sex with like The Rock or
But
somebody.
Stars. So, and Frank,
I don't think women do.
You think women in
I don't think
general
women
they
can.
can't or they don't?
I never had one. Have you?
I don't think they do.
I don't think I
women
have.
cannot do that.
I never had sex in my dreams.
I don't think I have.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
fucking crazy.
I mean, if I have, I can't
You
recall.
never felt like
but
you were
I don't think I
actually
have.
getting.
Like, I've woken up, like, horny as fuck for no reason.
But I
No,
never had.
No, I'm
I've
talking
never
about,
had
like, you're
sex in
actually
my
dreaming
dreams.
you're having sex.
Actually.
You never dreamt you were actually
Not
having
that
sex.
I remember.
Wow. I feel like
And Star, you either.
I've never, ever dreamt about having sex.
Wow.
Ever.
Crazy guys do it all the time, right?
No, and the more intense ones are the ones
Interesting.
that stick out the most.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a female and you dream about having sex, can you hit me up, please?
Yeah, let us know.
Start
actual
here.
sex.
No,
like,
not
And
dreaming
like-
about
In your mind.
having sex, dreaming. Well, yes, dreaming about having
If you've
sex.
had a wet dream as a
Like
girl,
experiencing
hit me
sex.
up. I want to hear your story. Like, I want to hear about it. Like, I never had. Like, most women don't
I don't
have
think I
that.
have.
Guys
That's very
all
strange.
have experienced that. It's weird to me. Like, have we have a breakthrough?
And the thing
I'm
is-
through a breakthrough right now.
I'm trying to, like,
Because
scroll through my,
I just
like,
want to say, like, fear and sex come along together. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
You just gonna ruin a lot of things for me, aren't you? Why is it
I
so
don't know.
bad?
It's like the
It's all about pushing the envelope with you. Isn't it?
pushing the fucking envelope.
so now I gotta be scared to be fucked.
No,
Have you ever
not
been scared and
necessarily.
fucked? Have you ever been
You gotta be like,
blindfolded
what the
and
fuck's
fucked?
happening next?
What?
Yes.
No, she hasn't. She's,
Have I ever
she's
been what?
vanilla. Even though she
Excuse me?
pretends she's not, she's pretty vanilla.
I didn't even hear what you said.
So you're
I feel
basically
accused.
She
vanilla.
said, "Have you ever been
Listen, I gotta
blindfolded?"
protect her.
vanilla.
She's not.
I can't hear.
not even 21
I
yet.
cannot fucking hear.
She said, "Have you ever been blindfolded?"
Oh no.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Not by
Vanilla.
somebody else. Sometimes
So
I
here-
don't want to see what I'm looking at.
Hey.
Here's
He's
what I'm
like,
curious
I do the
about.
blindfolding in this bitch.
So you guys talk a big game, but do you actually do it?
Excuse
Do
me.
what?
Oh,
what?
brother Latino, he is
I
not
just-
Zane. This is not Zane.
I literally.
Challenges
Let me
the
tell you something.
situation.
I
how
literally
about
just said I've
how
never
about
been-
like if we felt like it will like we would totally put it on you, but we haven't, so we did it. But we can do
Allegedly.
it allegedly for Cash App.
What's
Money sign, Frankie.
We're still working on.
She said
Are we not
Cash
still
App,
working
Frankie
on
Fingers.
Fingers,
Real Frankie Fingers.
and then
the
we'll talk
barber?
about it.
But
But like honestly, like you know,
I'm really surprised with you two specifically, just because of the fact that we have a lot of those conversations.
Because
But
I
it's
ha-
never,
listen, we're
like-
about the moment. Like when it's happening, we get into it, but like it's not like we're gonna dream about it. Like I guess it's because girls don't even have to struggle.
It
I
could
don't
just
know what
be
it
that
could be.
we're wired differently. It could
Maybe.
be that we have, and just it's not a dream that
But
sticks
that-
out.
Women
Among your lady
stimulated
friends,
mentally.
you never ever
move
discussed
first.
having
No.
the female equivalent of a wet dream.
No, I never have.
Not
This
that I
is really
remember.
It
I
weirds me
think-
out. I would
I
think
think
it would
men-
happen maybe to a lesser degree.
I think this
But
requires
the
a
fact
deep
that you're
dive.
It
saying that
probably.
you know of no
that's what I'm
women that's
saying
had
though.
it.
If it's happened and it wasn't as intense as you guys
I'll-
are saying, then maybe it was a dream
No.
that we just don't
You
remember.
never actually
and we,
remember waking up having had an actual physical orgasm.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not me. I think this is what it is because I'm older than Frankie by a lot. So I'll
Like,
tell you
because
what.
I'm
no,
only
you're
20.
not.
I am older by her by like 10 years.
20. I'm 20.
But anyways, I'm
The
30
lies are
then.
being told.
Yeah, you are,
So
baby.
I think this is what it is. Women like me and Frankie, we need to be stimulated mentally first.
that's what I mean. That's what
So
I'm trying to figure
like
out.
it has to be a
any
lot
way,
of
really.
the like a mental stimulation to get us wanting, and then like men don't need that. You're physical more. You're more of a physical stimulation than it
Frankie
is mentally.
once said on air that
Whoa,
she
whoa, whoa.
Tinders for you, right?
I did.
He does Tinder for
I
me.
did Tinder for
and
her.
I
Yes.
hate everybody.
wait.
So
So whether you're doing it or you're doing it for yourself,
Uh-huh.
you're going, oh, I wonder if he's mentally stimulating first.
I give him like 2 seconds to talk to me, and then I'm like,
I have
whatever, bitch.
I have a method.
Bullshit.
I have a method.
No, it's nothing about mental
Oh no, please,
stimulation.
guys.
I have a
message.
I have a method. This is how it works. Okay.
Okay.
She will school you how she chooses my Tinder messages.
We have the phone. We
If he
have
has
the
the cash, she
Tinder.
chooses him.
Not on my phone. I don't personally use. Thank you.
I have 2 phones. One's for my Tinder. She uses it.
For her, not for myself. Anyways.
She's my Tinder face.
Anyways. So
She's
first,
a Tinder gatekeeper.
first of all,
She's the gatekeeper of my
we,
Tinder.
we look at the picture. If your photo entices me,
They
right?
look
if
at
you-
they look at. Then you look
I
at
look.
the
I look at the
description.
picture. I look through all of the pictures. If your first of all, if your first picture is A1,
Swiping right.
then I'm automatically swiping.
Yeah.
Yes. But if it's like, oh, okay, you cute. All right, let's see what else you got. So I'm swiping. I'm,
You look at the
I'm
A's,
looking
you
at
look
your
at the job.
pictures. Right? I'm looking at your pictures. Then after I see your pictures, right? Then is it worth it for me to continue?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So I'm looking, okay. Oh, he's kind of old, but he looks good for his age, so we're going to keep going. Oh, he has a stable job. Okay, I'm going to read, right?
because if she left it
I'm
to me,
gonna-
I will be nope.
She would just go based off of the pictures.
Yeah, she's got the dude mentality.
I'm reading.
Fuckable.
Dudes are like, can I
Fuckable or
fuck?
not, right?
Would
We
I
already
fuck?
talked
Yeah, I
about
would
this.
fuck. Would I
Fuckable.
fuck?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
No, I'm
Would I
like,
fuck? Let me check.
nope.
I mean-
nope. So then I had
fuck?
no matches. So Frankie was like, bitch, let me handle that
Here's
shit.
the
for you."
thing.
Honestly.
This is me. Okay, she's hot. Fuck her.
Well, that's the thing.
Fuck her.
I mean-
Wait. Let me see. 5'9". Nah, too tall.
Shout out to Tinder.
But wait a
Tinder.
minute, it's the
I don't
same,
read nothing.
It's the same thing, though.
No, it's not, 'cause you guys
yes,
read.
because we look at a
just
guy's
look for the height.
picture and we'll be like, "Would I
That's it.
fuck you? Are you hot? Should I keep? Should I
So the
invest my
point is,
time
you
in
would
you?"
go a little bit deeper than a guy.
We go just
No, a guy
slightly
just goes
deeper.
by looks. Straight up. We're very, like you said, physical.
You see, if they're boring as fuck, I don't even want to be around you.
Yeah. There's a
Okay.
lot to impress
Word.
y'all.
Like I need
And the bar moves with y'all.
stimulation.
Y'all have this bar set here one day, and then next
I
day
don't
it's
even
here.
have a bar
You know
because
why?
I take care of
the next day
myself.
I feel like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Listen,
And if
Oh, I
I'm feeling
know.
real shitty, my bar's gonna be real fucking
Exactly.
low, daddy. Okay?
Exactly. I know.
listen. Maybe
Shit.
some girls
It's my
all they
weekend.
want is like a constant morning text, and
my
they're good
weekend.
with that shit. And like I was told that I was somebody told me at the club the other day, damn, you're too fucking, what did he say? Intimidating. I was like, well, then you're not a man.
Yep.
If I'm intimidating to you, you're not a fucking man because I'm a woman. Like I handle my shit. I have like 5 careers. Like,
If they only knew just how soft you really are.
and I'm a sweet.
Yeah, you're a sweetheart.
The lies
From
that
Long
have been
Island.
told at this table.
Lies
Long
you
Island
tell.
bitches.
Facts.
But let me tell you something. Besides the scary shit, right?
And the
There
sex
are encounters. Like I'm gonna share with you. This is very close to my heart. It makes me cry inside every time.
Well, don't cry.
okay, I'm not gonna fucking
But
cry.
but
Don't
are we?
you
We're gonna end
okay,
the show
I'm
on a
gonna
happy
tell you.
note. Is what
I'm
you're
gonna tell
saying.
you. So
Yeah, we got to hit on happy now. We can't be sad.
I don't.
So,
Yeah, I
like,
don't know, scary.
Especially if
5
we're
years
going out
ago,
tonight.
5 years ago, I lost my friend, my best friend. She was like my sister. We dressed alike. She was murdered in New York.
Oh,
Okay.
this is bad.
And she comes into my life and she comes into my daughter's life and she shows up in our house. She shows up in my daughter's room. She shows up in my life constantly. The lip color that I wear, I became a makeup artist because of her. The lip color that I wear is her gift to me one time. I only wear that color. That's why I wear the color. Like I could wear 1,000 colors, but I wear the color that I wear because that was the one she gave me. You know what I mean? And she was massacred, and she was pregnant at the time. And she does show up. Like, there are positive energies that show up and just
Yeah,
kind of like,
absolutely.
you know, that moment that you don't have anybody and you're just like on the floor and be like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing right now, but I'm doing it because it's successful right now and it's paying the bills, but like, I need help. Like, boom, she shows up like a super fairy.
Yep.
And like, I know it's not my imagination coming because I can feel her and that's the only connection that I have. Like, she's my sister, you know? And I talk to her, and I don't give a fuck if I'm driving. I'm like, yo, Millie, I did this last night. I know you're laughing at my ass right now, but I'm doing it for both of us because, like, you couldn't have that because you were taken from us for a long time. So, like, when she passed, I took on me, and I took on her. So a lot of things that I do is like living for the both of us because I was a prude before. Like I was an accountant. I was living behind a fucking desk.
Do you think we can contact her through Ouija?
Probably.
I contact her every night because I'm already connected. I have a mirror.
She don't.
Just for her.
Bitch,
But I wanna talk.
I will not be sleeping in your house ever again.
You slept pretty good when you
we
were
might do
there.
a special episode. We might be doing a special episode on Friday about
Listen.
with Chopping It Up with Starshare.
I'm no.
Listen,
No.
I'm protected. My house is full of crystals. I'm very protective. I know the game.
If anybody would like to house me tonight, please let me know because I
Listen,
will.
she-
I
Don't say a
cannot.
word.
I cannot.
I already know. I see you. Don't.
Alfie's eyebrows.
I'm going to
Ready.
ignore Alfie.
Alfie's like, me.
I would rather sleep in Star's
Stop
fucking
a dungeon because I have one.
portal to the
other world.
other world.
Let me give you some tips, Alf. Act like
Oh my God!
Hey.
When
Let me
one
give
of
you
my
some
friends
tips, Al.
died,
Al,
let me
let me
tell you
give
something.
Alfie, I'm gonna give you some tips. Act like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, pretend.
Listen,
Pretend
I
you
am
don't
the
give a
most
fuck.
believe in
disgusting
spirits.
human being in the world.
Then
even
she's
though I'm
gonna be
not.
like, "Oh my God, Alfie, can I stay at your place?" Trust me on this. The less you give a fuck, the more they care.
You gotta be a dominant motherfucker. She needs a dom.
No, you need Dom, but you also be like, "I don't want to even talk to you right now." I
What
don't wanna
she
look at
needs
you.
is a dom.
You know when those barriers break
You know what?
down,
I
it's
might
game
just take
on,
a
right?
minute advice because I'm tired of this shit.
No,
I'm
just
tired
saying.
of
I'm speaking
advices for my
facts right now.
life.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm speaking absolutely. You know, because you were there last night. Like, it's facts.
Yeah.
The less you give a fuck, the more they do. Facts.
Facts.
Wow.
Wow.
You want what you don't.
That's how you
what-
feel.
It got-
want-
it
yes,
got-
you want
would
what
you-
you can't have, and when you get it, you don't want it.
Did you turn me down?
No,
Hello.
I'm just turning everybody
Oh.
down. I'm just saying.
Do you
facts are
turn
facts.
me down?
I turn everybody down.
Wow.
Because you're like have the walls up.
Yep.
No, because he wants you to chase, man. It's all about the chase.
Some
I
bitches love
chase
walls
the
though.
So hopefully Friday we'll have you guys at the Kennedy.
Yes, hopefully. I'm going to try to make it for sure.
I'm totally gonna
I'm
go.
gonna, once
I'm
I,
gonna
as
do my
soon as
best.
I find out if it's
Listen,
a go, I'm gonna
what
let
I need
know.
you to do is send me a picture of what you want me to wear, and I'll go buy it.
Wear what you
on-
want. It's a costume party.
It's a costume party.
It's the day after Halloween party.
Okay, so we're going in there with like some
so
Gucci shit.
we're going to wear exactly probably what
What
I'm
are you
wearing
wearing?
tonight.
I don't know yet.
Should we match?
No.
Wait, we
Fuck.
should match.
What do we want to match as?
Why am I gonna want to
The
match
same
you?
thing we're matching today.
We're not gonna wear the same thing twice.
Bitch.
You don't know that. Just put some glitter on it. It'll be fine.
Okay, how about we just not wear the dresses and just the fishnets?
What? what is going to cover the rest of me?
We can wear like a little like,
Fishnet, everything.
I have an idea, and it comes from the movie Philadelphia. Ever seen it? Never.
No.
Absolutely amazing movie with Tom
Right,
Hanks.
Okay. Yes.
And Denzel?
I'll wear my suit,
Yeah.
my black suit, or my dark charcoal.
He should have
gray
been
suit.
fucking.
And I'll just put statutes, laws all over.
Yeah.
Me. I'll be.
He
a
should have
law
just
suit.
been Hugh Hefner for
I can dig
us.
it.
Somebody.
Somebody needs to be Hugh Hefner if Hugh Hefner's out there
Or
right now.
we're going to be out searching for
Cash App us at
Bring-
Star Cheer.
Daddy Hugh.
If there's
We're
a
gonna be
fucking
out
Hugh
searching
Hefner out
for
there.
Daddy Hugh tonight.
Never mind.
Yes.
But anyways,
The answer
there's
is
not
yes.
only bad encounters with spirits. I just want to say.
Yeah, no, it takes time. You
I'm
learn all
so
that.
scared.
And I want to say to everybody, Happy All Hallows Day.
Oh.
Because that's the real day.
But not today.
I hope you have
Where y'all
the
going
best
tonight?
All Hallows Day. We're not
not
going to
sure.
mention on the air
Okay.
because we like a little privacy. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
Yeah, you don't want people just showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
it's-
We would hate
Listen,
for
do
anyone
you
to
see
show
the
up
dress I'm wearing
or
tonight? I'm gonna
cash
twerk.
at me.
If you want to see me,
Little Frankie fingers.
hit me up and cash at me at Star Shears,
All wrong.
and then we'll tell you where we're at.
Also, you may cash. You damn
That was some ghetto failure.
You got a little excited too soon.
Hey,
That's what-
Frankie, you gotta hold it like this, baby. Yeah.
both of my hands on this
Put your
big
hands
fucking
on that
mic.
mic and just.
There was a
Oh,
premature
yeah.
ejection of the
Baby.
microphone.
Hey, Sergio, pay attention to us. What the fuck?
I'm trying to get the last song for the night.
What's the last song for the night, baby?
Thinking I might play my homie.
What's your
I've been
homie
playing her
name?
all week.
That
Zai.
same girl you played last week?
Yeah, she's got an album. So it's like new songs.
Do what you do, boo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to
When you
promote
drop-
that.
We trying to
Drop,
support your girl.
I've
You
played
know we
Miami Vice a
support.
million times.
Anyways,
I just really hope everybody has a safe Halloween.
yeah, we're gonna be out tonight. We're
Scare
gonna be
each other to
celebrating.
death. It's so much fun. The body needs every emotion.
So what happens back at the house though? Do you go dark? No one trick or treats by your house when you're out?
Listen,
partying?
when little kids come to my house, my kids are like the Adams family.
Nah,
So
bruh.
we're good. So we
We're-
scare kids.
We're the tricks in
Trick
the
or
tricks
treat,
or
you're the
treat.
tricks, yeah.
We're the tricks,
tricks.
baby.
Straight up. Like, yes. Oh my God. So you remember my little spider box that I was scaring people with?
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Okay.
It broke. Good.
There's this little kid, right, that I'm in love with. He has, like, he's missing his limbs. He's, like, 10 years old.
So think
You
you're
scared
cheering
him,
up
you
with-
monster.
I did scare him because I had to. You're not excluded. But, like, a year ago, he's my client. And a year ago, I gave him a magic lamp, like a real one.
A real magic.
Like a real, like it was like metal and everything. It was like a real, like a magic
Oh, it
lamp.
didn't actually
And I
grant
told
him
him,
three
like,
wishes?
I gave him a little speech about it. And I said, listen, out of all the kids in the world, you're my special one. And I gave you this lamp, and I want you to keep it forever. And he was like so excited about it because me and
He
him have a
broke it.
bound. No, he
wait,
still
this is
has
how he
it.
got suckered into the spider gift.
So then
yes, that's what
I
I'm
tell
hearing.
him, I see him today after a long time because I
Yeah.
haven't seen him since I've been back in Tampa, right? And I see him today and I say, Liam, I got a little special gift for you.
You're
and
so horrible.
And I said, first you got to try it, but then you got to do it to all your friends. And then I scared his little ass. Okay? But then he was so happy and
And he
excited.
couldn't even run away.
And he was so happy to take it home.
Oh, that's
like
cute.
he's missing two of his limbs, you know? And he
Which
like,
ones?
like both of his under his knees he's missing, so he has prosthetic legs.
So he
That's
walks.
my favorite kid in the world. It's Liam.
And-
Except
and
for
you
her
chose to
kids.
scare the
Except,
fuck out of
except for
him.
my kids, but like out of my the kids outside of my kids, like Liam, I always give him little special gifts, you know, because like he's a rock star. Yeah, and I like rock stars.
Boom.
That's cute.
All right.
Well, thank you for rocking with us, y'all. We
Happy
about
Halloween.
to get lit
We're
AF.
gonna be around. If you see us, come say hi.
Yeah, if you see us, say hi.
I'm sorry for my
if you-
attire.
If
It's
you
very short.
if you want to take a picture, cash at me, $ real fingers. But yeah, and also
If you want to kiss on the cheek, cash at me at Star Share.
yeah.
And if you want to schedule an appointment at the Myers firm, you go on the Facebook. There's a calendar to appoint.
Yeah.
There you go.
A calendar
Richard,
to-
I just wanna
and
point
if you
out-
want to schedule an appointment with me, Cash at me,
Frankie
real Frankie Fingers.
And if you're in Tampa and you want to schedule an appointment with me, cash at me at Star Shears.
What's
But
it called?
I
Cash
just-
app or cash at?
Cash App.
I just want to say, Richard saves my life on the daily. You need a lawyer in your hands. You need a lawyer to make your life better. You know, sometimes you do dumb shit. Like, why don't you just have a lawyer that you pay, like, you know, that's in
Gives
your
you
life?
peace of mind, right?
And,
Yeah.
like, you say, hey, I'm about to do this. Can I do it? No, don't do it. This is how you're going to do it. Don't do it.
If y'all see me getting arrested tonight,
It was not because Richard told her.
help me.
She did not call him.
Help me. I am
She did not
only.
call 1-800-RICHARD.
I am only about to
Hey,
be 21 years old.
You need to.
I have never been in
contact
trouble
info.
before in my life. Help me.
You need 1-800-DEC.
Oh.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
1-800 Dick
No,
Riders.
but you're still missing
1-800.
3 numbers.
1-800-8888.
1-800 Big
I don't
Dick.
want. I almost said a stupid line.
I think that's
We're
already
on the
No,
taken.
1-800-THE-DEC.
I think that's already
You're
taken.
right there. You go.
Anything that has dick in it is probably taken.
Oh, damn, you
Star,
fucking
do you have
taking
dick in
dicks.
it?
I don't have no dick in it right now.
Not
but-
right now.
But when I find one day, during
Word.
Christmas time, like I'm gonna get in a relationship during Christmas time so I can like lock in New Year and then I'll like, you know, move on with my life.
Oh, all right. All right. That sounds like a solid
right.
plan, y'all.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy
Hey,
Halloween. We'll see
check
you
your
guys.
candies. Check your kids' candies.
Whatever.
I'm a mom, dude.
Check
Yeah,
your
no
fuck.
razor blades in your candy. this year.
Yeah.
I love razor blades.
Be careful, people out there getting them edible marijuana candies out
Man,
there.
that's not happening. Ain't nobody giving away meth.
I'm not
I was
averse
being
to really
fucking-
bad
I
things
love
happening
good
to
things. Okay,
really
okay.
good people because
So if
they,
you guys are
know,
giving
come to
out
see me
medical
eventually.
marijuana in your like candies, can you call me?
Call me.
For real. Call us if you find
Call
out.
me.
Call me. 1-800
Big
400-5608. That's my real phone number, 813, by the way.
Hey.
Thanks for chiming in.
I'm going to run that song by Zai. This one is called
Hey.
As the
That's a
Crow
song.
Flies.
As
hear
the
it.
crow flies. That's
As
very fitting.
The crow flies.
Don't
I
forget
can't
to
wait
follow
hear
us
it.
on Instagram, Chopping It Up.
Chopping It
Ohio.
Follow Spanky Fingers. Follow Star Sheer on both social medias. Like, I don't even have a Twitter yet, but I will soon. The Myers Firm. You can follow all of us through my Facebook. I'm going to be posting us again with whatever happened here. And I'm going to tag us all.
Whatever
And
this
follow us.
was, we're going to post it.
And be careful.
Lego.
There's monsters out there.
Me.
Maybe cooking monsters. You like cooking monsters? Frankie, you like cooking monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you were looking inside me, you found someone besides me. Who could that be knocking at the door? I've never met her before. Do I accept it or reject it? Are you getting scared? I've reached the surface now. I'm finally ready.
another motherfucking word, and this shit is over.